name's Alexis. I'm a nurse in Ohio in the United States. Today we're going to learn how to use some adaptive devices to make some dough. I'm going to teach you all about using a standardized communication technique called SBAR for an interesting way to distribute information. SBAR stands for Situation, Background, Assessment, and Recommendation. I hope you enjoy this and find it useful. Okay, so here's the situation. A person has spasticity, is paralyzed on one or both hands, has cerebral palsy, or one way or another lost their grip strength in their hands, and that makes it difficult for people to prepare food. This person wants to make dough. All right, so here's the background that's important about this. People are often born or develop different conditions that can cause muscle weakness or even tightness in the upper extremities or hands. Spasticity is a muscle disorder that causes stiffness or muscle spasms. Paraplegia is a condition that causes muscles to either be weak or a person not to be able to use their hands or extremities easily due to loss of movement or sensation. Hand weakness is just a condition that causes reduced strength with the hand muscles. Many kinds of people can experience these symptoms, such as those going through cancer treatment. Going through the regular aging process is also, some chance to experience these symptoms. People with diabetes experience numbness and tingling that can be, a symptom of their disease that can cause some issues there. Anybody with arthritis, carpal tunnel, or tendonitis can also experience these symptoms. All right, so here's my assessment. These adaptive tools, the silicone cupcake liner, rubber jar opener, a piece of a pool noodle, knotted rope dog toy. I seriously got it at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. Velcro based grip assist devices, a grabbing device or another grip assist device, a silicone kneading bag, or if you couldn't buy that, a 2-gallon plastic freezer bag will work as well. These tools can help this person who has paralysis, spasticity, hand-foot syndrome, aging, arthritis, tendonitis, muscle weakness, or neuropathy. This person has all of the things they need and just need instructions on how to do it. Well, here's my recommendation. I'm going to show you how to make dough right now using these adaptive tools.
All right, the equipment we're going to need starts with a big bowl, some measuring cups, measuring spoons, especially a teaspoon and a tablespoon, a fork or a whisk, dough scraper, optional, kitchen knife, and some nitrile gloves are also optional. Alright, the adaptive tools we're going to use today are going to include a silicone cupcake liner. If you don't have that, I do have a rubber jar opener displayed. A piece of a pool noodle will be helpful. A knotted rope dog toy, some Velcro based grip assist devices. I also have a grabbing device or another grip assist device. And I did find a silicone kneading bag, but if you guys don't have that, a 2-gallon plastic freezer bag will work too. Alright, the ingredients we are going to use for this are going to be 1 cup of warm water or milk, 2 1/4 teaspoon of dry yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar or honey, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, avocado oil, or any neutral oil will work, 1 beaten egg, 3.5 to 4.5 cups of bread flour or unbleached all-purpose flour will work too, 1 teaspoon of salt, And then either some butter or an egg wash, which is beaten egg and some warm water mixture. This is just optional for the top of the bread. First thing we're going to do is measure out our water or milk and warm it up to about bath water temperature. Don't get it too hot or it will kill your yeast. Alright, next step is to mix in your sugar, your yeast, and your salt into the milk or water solution. You can also put in your oil as well and let it sit for about 10 minutes until it's foamy. Here are a couple of examples again on how to use either that silicone cupcake liner or the rubber jar opener. And also a few little examples here and there of using the knotted rope dog toy in order to scoop Velcro based grip assist devices as well. Wait for that to get a little bit more foamy. Let's go ahead and beat our egg and set it aside. Here's a couple different examples of how to use those adaptive devices in order to beat the egg. Alright, next go ahead and add your flour into the silicone kneading bag or your 2-gallon plastic freezer bag. Pour in your egg and then your yeast, milk, or water combination. Close and secure the bag and knead it until all the ingredients are well combined. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, next step is to put our dough in our oiled bowl. Flip it until the dough is covered in oil. Cover with a towel and let that dough rise for about an hour. After about an hour, go ahead and dump your dough out onto a floured surface. Punch it down and shape it into whatever your dough needs to look like.
Out, let me give you my Linktree information. That's where you'll find links to all my other socials and where you can find links to adaptive devices or materials that I worked with. Just a reminder, this all is just me trying to be helpful. These are just things like I've witnessed as a nurse, that I've seen help some people, and some of these situations are things I've gone through myself with either me or a loved one, that I've had the joy of figuring out how this works for us. I am not affiliated with the education that I provide links to, and they're not affiliated with me. I just use it to either make this education or I found it inspirational. Nothing I post here is meant to diagnose medically or to medically treat people. If you do resonate with some of these symptoms and need additional information on if you could be experiencing this, make sure you talk to your doctor or your medical team. Any opinions I express are my own and not the opinions of an employer. I've tagged some creators in the description so that you can check them out as well. And it's a way for me to say thank you for your content. It was inspiring and very useful. Tag me in any videos you guys make using these instructions. I want to see you succeed. And I also want to selfishly say this keeps me motivated to keep making videos.